Welcome to the video walkthrough for the interactive TV repair guide found on TV Parts Today's website at www.tvpartstoday.com. From the homepage, we can find this interactive TV repair guide in two places. The first is going to be this banner at the very top, Interactive TV Repair Guide. And then if we scroll all the way down to the very bottom, to the site map, there is also another link to the interactive TV repair guide right here. So let's get this opened up. From the landing screen here, we are going to have a list of the 5 most common parts found in the back of our television. This is not meant to be a comprehensive list, and this guide is meant to be for beginners who are taking their first steps into DIY TV repair. So if we go to each one of these listings, we will have a list of symptoms, the most common symptoms for each one of these parts. So for the power supply, the TV will not turn it on at all. TV clicks but won't power on, backlight flickers or dims, and so on and so forth going down the line. If we actually click onto this, we get the interactive map that pops up for each one of these parts with a visual representation. So if we click on this power supply board, we do get an info box that pops up down here underneath, with a stylized or generalized picture of a power supply. This is for a Samsung unit, so yours could look a little different depending on your make and model of television. Underneath that, we have the name of the part that we are looking at in depth. We also have down here a couple of pieces of information, namely the tools that we recommend using, the amount of time that it's going to take to swap this part out on average, and its general ease of swapping. Underneath that, we have a brief description of what this part does in our television. So the power supply board converts AC power from your wall outlet into the DC voltages needed by all other components. It is usually the largest board in the set. Look for large cylindrical capacitors and a plug-in mount. Those are its signature features. So if we take a look at this picture right here, these are going to be the large cylindrical capacitors that were mentioned, and this is going to be that plug-in mount right here. Moving on, we do have a little disclaimer for safety right here. Power supply boards contain capacitors that hold a dangerous charge even when unplugged. Hold down the power button on the TV for 60 to 120 seconds to discharge any remaining charge. Always wait at least 30 minutes afterwards before opening up your television. That is very good advice. We have a list here of the common symptoms again. These were listed in those little info boxes at the very beginning of the guide. And then underneath that, we have the steps that we recommend taking if we are going to be swapping this part out of our television. So step 1, unplug the TV and wait 30 minutes for capacitors to discharge. This is critical for safety. Step 2, place the TV face down on a soft, clean surface like a blanket. We just want to get it down on something that is larger than the television. A bed works great in these situations. Step 3, remove all back panel screws and carefully lift off the back cover. Step 4, identify the power supply. It connects to the AC power cord inlet. It's also going to have those large capacitors on it as well as transformers and things like that we can use to identify it. Step 5, take a photo of all cable connections before unplugging anything. This is just so when we're putting everything back together, we know where everything goes. Step 6, disconnect all ribbon cables and wire harness from the board. So we'll just go around the outside, we'll disconnect all of the various clips, all of the various connections from the board first. Step 7, remove the screws securing the power supply board to the chassis. There's usually about 4 to 5 screws for each one of these boards. We just want to get those out of there so that we can remove that part from the chassis. Step 8, place the new board in position, secure with screws, and reconnect all cables using your photo as reference. Step 9, replace the back cover, screw it in, and test the TV. It is important that we have the back cover on when we're testing it. We never want to have the back cover off of the television while it's plugged in and powered on. There are a couple of other things that we have here. If we want to go directly to the power supply boards that we have listed on our website, we can click this link right here. It takes us to all of the power supplies that we have listed. Underneath that, there is a Need Help button. If you're having any questions about anything that's going on and you wanted to talk to someone from our customer service department, you can click this link and it will open up with our phone number, our email, and even here we can leave some messages if there is a situation where we are out of time here. There is another place that we can go if we are having some issues and we're needing a little bit more help, and that is the TV Repair Wizard. This helpful little guy right here is an AI program that we can use to kind of go through the various troubleshooting and diagnosis techniques that we would be going with you over the phone, but if it's out of hours or it's late at night, we can use this little guy right here to give us a hand. So going back to the interactive guide here, we do have the other parts in the unit. Main board is going to have the similar information down here, but it's going to be specific to the main board. So our symptoms are going to change here, some of the amount of time that it takes, some tools may change and things like that, but for the most part this is going to be very similar to what we saw on the power supply board. And that is the interactive TV repair guide at TV Parts Today's website at www.tvpartstoday.com. Thank you so much.